Hello and welcome. So now that you've listened to the audio of the 7 different directions of the spine, you'll have the opportunity to practice these through a yoga flow. We'll move the spine in all 7 directions in both a seated posture and in tabletop pose. So let's go ahead and get started. Come to a comfortable position on your mat. You won't need any props for this flow unless you want a bolster to help elevate the hips. Starting in a comfortable seated pose with the legs crossed, both sits bones are rooting down towards the mat and the spine is lengthening tall. Take the hands to rest on the fronts of the knees or by the thighs. From here, we're going to start a nice simple cat-cow. On the inhalation, draw the elbows back behind the rib cage as you lift the sternum up towards the sky. The throat can open as the gaze shifts up. On the exhalation, curl the chin to the chest, rounding the spine. Hands reach forward over the shins to straighten the arms. Inhale, lengthen the sternum up towards the spine as you squeeze the shoulder blades back and down the body. Exhale, rounding the spine, curling the low belly up and in underneath the rib cage. Inhale, let's do that one more time, lengthening up. And exhale, rounding into cat pose. Inhale, come back to easy seated pose and we'll take some spinal circles. So just rounding over the knees in one direction. I recommend that you go slowly at first and feel free to sit into any areas which feel particularly tight or stiff for you today. And then we'll go the other direction. But continuing to anchor through your sits bones or the 2 bony parts underneath the pelvis as you rotate through your spinal circles. Okay, let's take one more. And then come back to rest in a neutral position. So in neutral, the spine is long and tall, the sits bones are rooting down into the mat, and the shoulders are softened back and down the body. From here, inhale, roll the shoulders forward, and then exhale, rotate them back. We'll just open up the shoulder girdle and rotate our cuff muscles a little bit. Okay, and really try to soften the head, neck, and jaw here. Okay. And last one, go ahead, soften the shoulders back down. Inhale, re-lengthen through the crown of the head, and then exhale, tilt the right ear towards the right shoulder. And if it feels okay, you can inhale, shift the gaze forward or up towards the sky with the right ear staying towards the right shoulder. Deep breath in, expand through the rib cage, and exhale, coming back to neutral in your center axis of the spine. Inhale, re-lengthen again, and then exhale, lean the left ear to the left shoulder. So you're rotating over the center axis of the face. Inhale here, and then exhale. If it feels okay for the neck, you can rotate the gaze up towards the sky, keeping the left ear towards the shoulder. Softening the face, the jaw, breathing in and out through the back of the throat. One more deep breath. And on the exhale, coming again back to neutral. Good job. So now we'll begin to take a twist. Inhale, lengthen up. On the exhalation, rotate from the rib cage so the hips stay square. The rib cage rotates over towards the left side. Or place the right hand on the outside of the left knee. The left hand goes back behind the body. Sitting down through the base of the pelvis to inhale, lift, open through the front of the collarbones, and then exhale, left side rib rotates back towards the wall behind you. So you may not be able to see, but I'm on my fingertips on the back hand. That helps to give a little bit of extra support, and you can lean into a bent elbow in that back arm to get a little extra stretch. One more breath here. Inhale, broaden the rib cage, lengthen the spine. Exhale, release, coming back around from your twist. Landing in neutral, reset, inhale, and exhale, rotating from the torso, the upper rib cage. Left hand comes to the outside of the right thigh. Right hand comes back behind the body. Stay here and anchor. Inhale, deep breath in, open the front of the chest, and exhale, lean into that back arm, bending the elbow, drawing the rib cage closed. We'll take 2 or 3 breaths here. Inhale, expanding into the ribs. Exhale, softening the face. Okay. And then inhale, slowly come back and around. Good. All right. Inhale, interlace the fingertips, draw the palms up high overhead. Really reach through the fingertips, extend the arms high. And then exhale, release the palms. The left palm goes over to the side. The right arm extends up overhead. And then exhale, bend the left elbow towards the hip to get a nice side bend. So if the right hip starts to lift off the mat, you've come too far, you can take a little less bend in the elbow. Still anchoring through the outer right hip. Inhale, extend through the top arm. Maybe rotate the chest a little bit open towards the sky. Good. Hold here for a challenge. Lift the left arm up. Interlace the fingertips again and take a nice oblique side stretch. Good. Inhale here. Good. And exhale, come all the way back up. Deep breath in. Good. Release the hands down. We'll take it into a little bit of a hip opener. So keep the right leg in towards the inseam of the left thigh. The left leg extends long. Hips are about a 45-degree angle. Keep that left hand there. Inhale, right hand comes high. Exhale, side bend up and over to the left again. So this time it's basically the same side bend stretch, but we'll add in the leg for a different variation. Inhale, opening the chest. Try not to collapse into the left side waist. Good, last inhale. And exhale, coming back towards center. Good, reset. Okay. Inhale, interlace the fingertips high up overhead. This time the opposite pinky is on top, so funky side on top. Lengthen, lengthen, lengthen. Reach the shoulder blades up and out of the socket. Hollow the front side body by knitting the rib cage closed. Keep lengthening, lengthening, lengthening. And exhale, release the fingertips. Right hand comes down to the mat, left hand stays high. Deep breath in here. And exhale, slight bend into the elbow. Go maybe 30 to 45 degrees over at first. Inhale, check your alignment, opening up the chest towards the sky. And then exhale, maybe go a little bit deeper. Again, if the hip is lifting off, you've gone too far, come back. Okay, so breathing into that left side waist, rooting down through the outer side pelvis, opening up through the chest and the ribs. Take one more inhale, reaching through the top arm. Then exhale for a challenge. Lift the bottom arm up, interlace the palms up overhead, extend. Building strength, stability, and balance all at once. Inhale, slowly come up, and exhale, release the hands. From sitting position, we're gonna come next into tabletop position. So crawl over forward to face the front of the mat on hands and knees. So this is called tabletop or neutral position. The shoulders are stacked over the wrists and the hips are stacked over the knees, about hips distance apart. Notice how you're making contact with the ground. So a lot of times students will release back into the valleys of their palms. You want to keep most of the weight on the inner edge of the palm. So spreading the fingers, lightly grip the mat. Good. From here, we're gonna take cat-cow again. So inhale, lifting the spine forward through the chest as the tailbone curls up high. Exhale, rounding the spine. Lengthen the tailbone towards the backs of the knees. Draw the chin towards the chest, low belly up and in towards the rib cage. Inhale, coming forward into your back bend again, pressing the sternum forward through the chest. Squeeze the shoulder blades back and down. Exhale, coming into your cat pose, pushing the ground away. Inhale a couple more times. So we'll explore this linear movement of the spine in flexion and extension. And even if you've done this a million times before, really take your time through this pose. Notice if any vertebrae are moving together in chunks or it feels a little bit tight in any area. That's where you really want to slow down and take your time. So we'll start with a nice forward back and move it into any kind of spinal undulation. So just play with it a little bit. letting the movement begin to flow out. Stay in your breathing. You can try undulating both forward and back. Really allowing the spine to be as fluid as possible. Good. And then slowly inhale, coming back towards neutral position. Good. From here, we'll take a lateral bend or a side bend. Inhale from tabletop pose. Exhale, look over for the left heel. That will create a C curve in the outer right side of the waist. Make a kickstand with the back foot, and then inhale, draw the right heel towards the back wall. Exhale, walk the right fingertips over towards the left corner of the mat, and breathe into that right side body. So I'm actively pressing back through the back heel to get more sensation in this stretch. Inhale, breathing into the right side lung. And exhale, slowly release the right hand and knee back to the mat. Good, let's try the left side. Inhale in tabletop pose, and then exhale, looking over for the right heel, making a C curve with the left side waist. Inhale, draw the left toes back, make a kickstand with the foot, and then exhale, left fingertips skate forward. So push back into the left heel, and then breathe into the left side rib cage. Let's take one more breath. And exhale, slowly return the left hand and knee to tabletop pose. All right, next let's thread the needle. It will be a rotation and twist for the spine. So left hand comes to the center of the mat, underneath the nose, and then inhale, draw the right hand high. So I see a lot of students try to throw their shoulders back, and I also see a lot of students throw their hips out to the side. So lift the inner thighs, really rotate through the upper chest, and think about expanding your wings to get this twist and expansion. And then exhale, we'll come dynamically in and out of it. So right wrist comes to left, inhale, open again. Exhale, turn and touch. Keep lifting through the belly, inhale. And exhale, this time come all the way down, right hand slides underneath the armpit. Shoulder releases all the way to the mat. Ear comes down. The left hand is right in front of the nose, and the left elbow is at a 90-degree angle pointing towards the sky. Inhale here, breathe into the space between the shoulders, and then on the exhale you can slide your chest forward ever so slightly. One more breath in. And exhale slowly, coming your way back up to tabletop pose. Okay, let's try the other side. Right hand comes to the center of the mat, underneath the nose. Then inhale, lift the left arm high. So again, we're not throwing the shoulder back. Keep the hand in line with the shoulder and rest the arm. Exhale, turn and touch a few times. Inhale, we open. Hips stay stable, keep lifting through the thighs. Inhale, open. And on this time, exhale, slide the left arm underneath the shoulder. Right hand releases in front of the nose, elbow at 90 degrees towards the sky. Squaring off the hips, inhale. Exhale, release the chest forward just an inch or two. Take the next few breaths, concentrating your energy into the space between the backs of the shoulders. Softening the face, softening the jaw. Big breath in. And exhale, last time. On your next out breath, slowly make your way back to a tabletop pose, hands and knees. Good. From here, walk the knees back behind the hips, and then exhale, release the hips forward all the way down onto the mat, elbows slide behind the back. Release the tops of the feet down and forehead towards the mat. On the inhalation, slide the hands forward so the elbows are right in front of the shoulders. Inhale, lift the sternum through the armpits and squeeze the shoulder blades back and down the body as much as you push off the mat with the elbows. Inhale here in Sphinx pose. Exhale, slide the head down. Arms come back by the rib cage. Big breath in to prepare. Exhale, push the tops of the feet down. Lift the quadriceps up, lift the kneecap up. And then exhale, push your way up to a full cobra pose, slowly straightening the arms. Good, so watch that the neck doesn't take this extension. Keep the head and neck in line with the rest of the spine and really squeeze the shoulder blades back and down the body to open the chest. Exhale, slowly lower down. Inhale here. Exhale from the core, lift the hips up and back to a child's pose. We'll do that motion one more time. Inhale, slide forward through tabletop pose. Exhale, lower the hips down. Inhale, lift the chest, open the shoulders, broaden the collarbones. Then exhale, slide your way back to child's pose. Big breath here. Inhale, inflating the rib cage. Exhale, sighing it out. Inhale, slide the fingertips back towards the knees. Sit heavy on the ankles. We'll inhale, draw the hands up high overhead. And exhale, sealing in your practice.